What it do? Greetings. Greetings, and greetings. Hold on, hold on. Hey, Miss Yvette. Hey, love. Greetings. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Something's going down. Okay. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Let me do something real fast. Okay, we good. We good. All right. All right. You all. What a day, huh, babies? What a day. What a day. So let me get my thank you, Miss Martha. Thank you. You all, I had some ripping and running to do earlier today, and in between all that, I'm like at the store and stuff like that. Y'all, let me tell you something. I am blessed. I am truly blessed because my social media was going off the chain. It was amazing. I was really, really blessed. How's everybody doing? How we doing, people? Hold on. Thank you, love. Thank you. And Kiki, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, my darling. Happy belated birthday. All right. You guys make yourselves known in the chat, please. All right. I listen. I'm doing the best I can right now. I got to get my media assets together. But talk to me. We got 6 peoples up in here so far. We got 6 peoples and what have you. We got a lot to get into tonight. Y'all. And yeah, today was a very, very busy day. Nope. All right, y'all, these media assets aren't going to work for me, so we're going to do what we need to do. Because, honey, you know, if that shit don't stop no show, you know, if I got a message to get across, we're going to get it across. Okay. So, let me get into this real fast. Hold on. Can I do this real fast? All right, let me see. Does that help? All right, y'all. It is what it is. All right. So, let me start right now. We've got 5 planets in the sign of Aquarius. And to hear that sounds cute. But the thing is, babies, is that this isn't vibes. These 5 planets all in Aquarius is pressure. Today is my birthday, and I'm not going to treat this like some kind of cute little personal moment, or like a little throwaway line, because what's happening is a much bigger shift than my little birthday. And ignoring that would be dishonest. So let me get you up to speed right now. Right now, there are 5 planets, and they're all stacked in Aquarius. We've got the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto. That alone right there, that's very rare. But what makes this undeniable, it's what's happening on the ground at the same time. So, reporter Don Lemon, he was arrested. And then he was released without posting bail. Hold on. Here, I got something for you. There you go. There we go. Don Lemon, y'all. Yep. He was arrested and then he was released without posting any kind of bail. And today, alongside with the ongoing protest, there was a call for a full economic blackout. No shopping, no work, no school. And that's not coincidence. That is collective pressure meeting cosmic timing. And this isn't background noise. This is a moment. This is a moment. Aquarius is ruling these planets at this moment. And let me tell you something here. Let me give you this. Let me give you this right here. There we go. Aquarius doesn't deal in emotions. It deals with systems. Aquarius governs it governs governments, it governs media, it governs technology, it governs social structures, it governs collective agreements, it governs power dynamics. And Aquarius asks one uncomfortable question. Why are we still agreeing to this bullshit? When we see all this shit going down, why are we still agreeing to this? And when the planets pile up here, that question stops being theoretical. That question becomes real. It becomes very unavoidable. Aquarius does not preserve traditions, not just because it's familiar. If a system is fucked up, if a system is insufficient, if a system is exploitive, Aquarius will disrupt that shit without an apology. That's what Aquarius does. So let me give you the planet breakdown one at a time if I can. And you all listen. Oh, have mercy. Give me a second, y'all. I try to get these assets ready, so I'm gonna do the best I can. So right off the bat, we've got the sun in Aquarius, and that is going to shift your identity. So we got that right here. Yep. The sun in Aquarius. The sun is exposing your identity. And when it's in Aquarius, it strips off all the fakery. It strips off all the false roles. It strips off the forced loyalty and the performative shit that we like to do. And this energy is saying, I'm done auditioning. I'm done shrinking. I'm done explaining myself to systems that benefit from me being quiet. When the sun is in Aquarius, it's very much like, I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be aligned. And a real world mirror, how you would see that, is a journalist doing his job and being detained and then released without bail. That's the sun in Aquarius clarity, breaking through the intimidation. Now for me, because like today is my birthday and all this shit is going down on my birthday, this year, I'm going to stop looking for approval. I'm going to choose alignment, even if it's inconvenient. Even if it's inconvenient. Yeah, I've been holding back a lot. And that stops tonight. Now, Mercury. We got Mercury. And we got Mercury in Aquarius. So that alignment is the Magician. Okay? Mercury rules thought. Mercury rules speech. Mercury rules the narrative. And in Aquarius, it breaks down that mental conditioning. This is a pattern, a pattern recognition kicking in. People are noticing the contradictions. People are questioning the headlines instead of accepting them. And this is the collective saying, that explanation doesn't feel right. That's some bullshit. That story is some bullshit. And the narrative no longer is going to be controlling people. The truth is moving person to person now, not from the top down. We, as the collective, we are safeguarding the truth. And once again, for me, for my birthday, this year, my words are going to be very intentional. I'm not going to over-explain my truth. I'm going to speak it clear, and I'm going to let it land. And if people get their feelings hurt, it is what the fuck it is. It's just what it is. Moving right along. We've got Venus in Aquarius. We got Venus in Aquarius, and that one right there is justice. Let me see if I got justice. I do not. Do I have justice? Y'all could have sworn I had. Y'all, I could have sworn I had. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I thought I did have that asset, and I do not. Is that the Emperor? Hold on, let me see. Give me a second, y'all. I'm so sorry. Nope, that's the Emperor. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, Venus in Aquarius, that would be the Justice card. And Venus rules, it rules love, it rules money. Venus, yeah, she rules what we will tolerate. But now in Aquarius, that shit is forcing values to become ethical and not sentimental. So when Venus is in Aquarius, that energy is asking, who's benefiting from this? And who pays the price? Why are people expected to stay loyal to systems that do not protect them? With Venus in Aquarius, the energy is saying, if it costs me my integrity, it's costing me too much. And in the real world, that came through the call for the economic blackout. No shopping, no work, no school. That was Venus in Aquarius applying pressure where it actually registered, and that was the registers. That was in chaos, y'all. That was leverage. And again, hold on for a second. Hold on. Today's my birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday, Alicia. Happy birthday, my darling. Happy birthday, my sister Aquarian. So like I was saying, darling, that was not chaos. That was leverage. And for me on my birthday, this year, I can tell you this, I'm going to be selective with my energy. I'm going to be very selective with my money. I'm going to be very selective with my loyalty. And I'm not going to be investing where I don't feel that it's being respected. Yeah, love don't live here anymore, and neither does my loyalty. What you think about that? You know? Next, we have got Mars in Aquarius. Y'all, Mars in Aquarius, that is strategic resistance. That one right there. Wait a minute. I think I've got that asset. That right there. Mars in Aquarius. Let me see. Do I have it? Oh, please let me have it, because that would be a good one. Give me a second, y'all. Damn it. Nope. Nope. Mars in Aquarius, y'all. Mars in Aquarius. That is the Tower. That is the Tower. And give me a second. Let me see if I can find her real fast. Y'all, I was so busy today. And I knew that it had been a minute since I came back, since I've been on, because I'm gonna be honest with you all, I was not feeling it. And I know a lot of people were asking me, what's going on? And I was like, honey, I promise you, I'm gonna come back, but I'm gonna come back when I was feeling it. And then today was my birthday, and I woke up, and there was all kinds of flama going down, and I was like, you know what? I'm coming back. I'm definitely coming back. But while I'm looking for the Tower card, which I am not finding at the moment, all right, let me say this. Mars is action. When Mars is with Aquarius, that makes it strategic. So this isn't reckless anger. This is a coordinated withdrawal. This is people saying we are done participating with the bullshit that is exploiting us. This energy was like, I am not going to be reacting, but I am definitely going to be redirecting. And in real life, this showed up as protest paired with the economic pressure. This is not disorder. This is organized resistance. And the tower doesn't fall because the people are emotional. The tower falls because the structure was weak. How I'm going to relate this, because it's my birthday this year, I stopped feeding into systems that will drain me. And if the shit collapsed without my participation, oh well, the shit was never solid. We've got Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius. That is power exposed. That's power exposed. Pluto in Aquarius, y'all, there you go. That's judgment. That's judgment. Pluto doesn't reform systems. It ends them. And when Pluto is in an Aquarius, the power structures are exposed in public. Fear-based control stops working. People become ungovernable because they're conscious. They woke up. You cannot dominate people who see the game. In real life, you know how that showed up? The journalist being tested. Don Lemon being imprisoned. And then the community mobilized. And then the economic systems were challenged. Yeah, that is Pluto in Aquarius, y'all. And then where, oh Lord. And then we had the unfortunate passing of Miss Catherine O'Hara. And you're probably gonna say, well, Ronnie, what does that have to do with any of the shit that we're talking about? Let me put her fiction. Look at her. Miss Catherine O'Hara. Her contribution to this, it matters. Her contribution was laughter. She passed away today. Her contribution was relief. Her contribution was humanity. And today she went to join the ancestors. And the ancestors, they do not whisper. They remind us of what last They remind us of what endures when power fails. For me, this being my birthday, this year is not about survival. This year is going to be about legacy. All of this shit feels very personal. This isn't being numb. This is being clear. This is clarity. This isn't about restlessness. This is about being focused. It's about being detached but not cold. It's about being less tolerant of this bullshit that is around us. And this energy right now with these 5 planets in Aquarius, this energy is not meant to soothe us. It's meant to activate us. Today's my birthday. And for my birthday present, I'm going to be stepping into my power. I'm going to be stepping into my sovereignty. And I'm going to do it unapologetically. I'm not going to abandon myself to make anybody comfortable this year. Now, how this is hitting you all, these planets, how these planets are hitting you all, how it's affecting the collective. It's a shock to the system. We are now questioning authority. We're now questioning authority. These old rules are losing their legitimacy. We're looking at the shit and we're calling it out for the bullshit that it is. People are coordinating without permission. Protests are being paired with economic leverage. And that silence, it's losing its effectiveness. And once again, this is not, a chaos for attention. This is redesigned under pressure. Let's give a moment. Yeah, let's give a moment. Let's give a moment to her. Catherine, from Home Alone, Kevin is fine. Kevin is home. Kevin is safe. She was in Beetlejuice, darling. Your designs were perfect. And then finally from Schitt's Creek, Moira, the motel is fine. You can rest easy now, baby. And thank you. Thank you for all you gave us, baby. Yep. So, yeah. That's what happened today. All of that shit happened today. And this wasn't an ordinary day. And none of this shit was random. None of this was by accident. And I don't know about you, but for me, this is not history repeating itself. History repeats when people forget. Thank you, Dana. And I'm glad you showed up, Mama. This moment right here is different because people are waking up and people are remembering what the fuck happened. They remember that their work and that their labor has a value. They are remembering that silence is not optional no more. They remember that these systems only function because we participate in them. And that's why Don Lemon was detained and released without bail. That's why a call for an economic blackout matters, because money listens when power won't. And that's why legacy matters, because culture always outlives control. This isn't chaos. This is recalibration. And yes, today's my birthday. But this moment is not about me alone. This moment is about where all of us are standing at right now. Because 5 planets in Aquarius don't ask for belief, they demand decision. So the real question becomes, what are you still consenting? What are you still consenting to out of habit? And where are you participating in something that no longer respects your humanity? What would actually change or shift if you stopped feeding what drains you? So this isn't rebellion for attention. This is a withdrawal of consent. You no longer get to do that shit to me. And we are all feeling this one at a time. So whether you're protesting, whether you unplugged, whether you boycotted, whether you are rethinking or simply choosing not to comply with what feels wrong, you all are already a part of this shift. The future is not coming. The future is being built in real time by everyday decisions. And 5 planets in Aquarius say the same thing in 5 different ways. Think for yourself, move with intention, choose alignment over comfort. That's the moment we're in. That's what's happening right now. And the only question that is left is, what are you going to do with it? What are you all going to do? What are you going to do now that Catherine is not here to make us laugh? What are you going to do now that you see that they threw Don Lemon for exposing the truth? And how are you going to safeguard your truth? What are you going to do with this decision right now? And that's what this moment is called for. Yep. Y'all, this person right here, it don't happen. None of this would have happened without him. So it may be my birthday, but please, y'all, throw some hearts up in the in the chat for Order Express, please. Because like I said, knowing that someone is on my side to pick up where I fail, or can do things that I cannot, yeah, that made the whole difference as to whether I could have done what I'm doing so far. So thank you, love. Happy birthday. All right, all right, y'all. I'm throwing down the link. You want to talk about Catherine? You want to talk about Don Lemon? You want to talk about these Epstein files? Honey, we're doing this right now. It is opened. It is opened. Come on through. You can keep your camera off if you got your skincare on. I do. Do whatever you want. Or if not, we can end the stream right now. And while we're doing that, let me say hi to the people. Kiki, it's very good to see you. Dana, thank you so much. Autumn, thank you, my love. Alicia, happy birthday to you, baby. Happy birthday. Sherry Ellen, greetings, greetings, and greetings. Okay. Y'all, the last few days have worn me out. The last few days wore me out. And I didn't do anything. I didn't post no media. I didn't post no content, none of that. And you know, I mean, this channel is not the biggest channel, but I do treat it like a job. And you know, and I felt bad for letting you guys down. But you know, if I ain't got it, I'm not gonna give you less than what I have. So, you know, so I just stayed away. But today was my birthday, and I woke up, and it's just like, all right. Whatever fuck I was feeling. Hold on for a second. We got your moderator, y'all. Give it up for your lady Yvette. Greetings, love. Greetings.
Hi, happy birthday.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. What do you want to talk about, baby?
Oh, just real quick, because you know me, I'm always doing stuff. I'm about to make a cake. I'll drop a slice off maybe tomorrow for you.
Okay.
But just about Catherine O'Hara, have you ever watched Best in Show?
I did. I
Oh,
did.
she was so good in that too. She was so good in everything.
You know, and here it is. There she is. You know, here it is. She started off at I think it was Second City Television, and
Mm-hmm.
that was in Toronto. And that was in Toronto. And the first time, this woman right here, the first time that she auditioned, the director or the producer was so mean to her, so mean to her, and went to and said something to the effect like, "Oh, that was your best work, but I'm talking about your day job." I mean, just shady for no other reason. Yeah, for no other reason to be shady. And the thing is that did not stop her. That did not stop her. She re-auditioned and got the part. And not only did she get the part, but she excelled in everything that they threw at her. And that brought the attention to Lorne Michaels, the guy who produced Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about Second City Television was like they never had like contracts. So the actors didn't know from one moment to the next if they were going to be you know, the next season. Well, Lauren Michaels said, "Would you like to be a part of Second City?" And I mean, a part of Saturday Night Live. And Saturday Night Live, you know, with Gilda Radner, this was the very beginning of Saturday Night Live, and it was brilliant. And she's like, "Yes." And before she even made it out of New York, the Second City Television got picked up, and that's where she met Eugene Levy,
Yeah.
her latest partner in crime. And the thing is that she never was able to take advantage of the opportunity that was given to her. But I tell you what, darling, the roles that she chose, I mean, they could have been anything, but she made them iconic. And what was so, you know, she was only 71 years old when she passed away, and she passed away from a brief illness, and that's wild, you know. And to me, what do you say? Macaulay Culkin, who played her
Oh
son,
yeah.
he wrote something on his social media, and he said, "Mom, oh God, it was oh my God." He said, "Mom, I thought we would have more time. I
Mm-hmm.
thought we would have more things to say." And I'm just like, oh my God, to see that woman go through all of those things to get to her child that was left alone. I mean, I don't know anybody else that could have done that. I don't know
Yeah.
anybody else that could have done that, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know, let's give it up for Miss Catherine O'Hara. But baby, thank you for your birthday wishes.
Of course.
Sal, yeah, we didn't get Sal up in here. He may be working or something like that. But you
Oh,
know,
that's true.
he dropped a happy birthday to me as well. So there you go. All right.
Nice.
All right, hold on. We got Miss Autumn. Yvette, I'm gonna drop you so you can get to whatever you're doing. Cause
Okay.
you Wait a minute. You never stop working.
I know.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you. Bye, love. Miss Autumn, how are you, baby? Girl, you are all bundled. Are you warm? You good? You on mute, baby. You on mute. Hold on. Oh,
I'm
wait.
I'm
There
I'm
you go.
warm. I look like this because I'm still having some heater troubles. I called for the people to come out, but I guess I'm not the only one that's having heater problems. So I'm waiting for the man
Let
to
me
come, child.
tell you something. Let me
Woo.
I threw this shit on real fast because I was gonna be on camera. The moment I say goodnight, baby, she is listen, I've got my sweatpants, I've got a pair of pajamas over there, I got my big furry slippers, I got my house top and my robe. Oh yeah, because baby, what they want for this heat is too much. It's too
Oh,
much.
girl,
But see,
girl.
on this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. This country, we pay the most taxes in any developed country with the least amount to show for it.
I know it. I know it. I know it. I'm
Look,
scared. Listen, I'm petrified to see what my electric bill gonna be, my water bill, because I had to leave my water dripping so my pipes don't bust.
yeah.
And I'm in Philadelphia and it is freezing. You hear
Mhm.
me? I mean, it's freezing here. So I'm like, oh, my family did say, well, you can come over here. You don't have to stay in that cold house. But I have pets. And I said, well, we gonna all be freezing together. So I said, I can't leave my pets, y'all. I'm sorry.
What
I
you have
said,
this on? What you got?
oh, I have a Chinese crested. He's an old boy. The Chinese crested is the hairless dog.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, he got his sweater on from Martha Stewart, so he nice
okay,
and cozy.
okay. Yeah, because a white woman knows how to make a sweater.
Yes,
Okay,
indeed. Yes, indeed. And I'm a cat mom, so I have a few of those.
okay.
So, we all cuddled up around this little heater.
I was gonna say when it comes time to go to sleep, they all jump in the bed with you, don't they?
Yes, yeah. And you know what I love is that I have a blanket just for them, and they don't they stay right on they part. They stay right on their part.
That's nice. That's
But
nice.
baby, listen, I've been listening since you got on, and the sad part is the world that we live in today, we all know lacks empathy on every level. Everything that has been going on, as far as Don Lemon, um, and the protesters, Dr. Preddy that passed. It just is so hurtful. Um, I'm not a pessimist. I'm not pessimistic. I'm
Mhm.
optimistic. And this is what I believe. For those of us that believe in a higher power and that are really in tune, know that not only this too shall pass, but those who are inflicting so much pain, so much hurt, and so much sorrow will pay. They will pay. And I predicted it to my kids. They said, "Oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to him." I said, "Oh, yes, it is." I said, "You wait and see." I said,
Autumn.
because the universe, I said, if you in tune, whatever you throw out there, it comes back. He does, this government has done so much tearing families apart, people dying unnecessarily. And
Mhm.
I said, do you think that the higher powers that be is going to continue to allow this to go on? I said, do you really believe that? Now I can't say what's going to come after that, But I know that the government that's sovereign over us at this moment, by the end of this year, will no longer be. Now, what comes after, those of us who are here will see. But those things will perish and fall away because it's just too much. It's too much. And all my years of living, I have seen things that have happened in the government, and those things don't last that long. But those who, intentionally hurt and cripple people, crippling mean, taking, breaking the families and all of the homeless people around the world that, within the United States, and old people have to choose between eating and paying for medication. The housing is ridiculous. I know people personally who was living in a home, jobs lost for whatever reason, or incomes decreased. My sister isn't homeless, but her income was decreased $30,000. Not
Uh,
3,000, not 30,000. 30. I mean, she was not 300 or $30, $30,000. She had to get up out that condominium, baby.
Give me
I
1 second,
said, baby, you
Mr.
got to go.
Mr. Stevens. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Because I got 2 minutes, and I gotta. I want to.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna wrap it up. But
No,
I'm
no,
just saying, all of this stuff that's going on in the world, it will not last.
no, 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 no.
But those of us that can be strong enough and hold on and persevere will see better days. Right
Now,
now, we going through it.
now let
And
me
I
tell.
know me personally, I am. Shit.
Now let me say this to you, Autumn. Let me say this to you. So you know what? I stopped using his name because you know what? He's doing better now, and he doesn't want his story to be that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
you all know that I was involved, and I seen somebody go from being unhoused to having something. Well, and I'm working 2 jobs to the best of my ability. I do what I can. And there's a new challenge on the horizon.
Oof.
We have yet to get him the medical attention that he needs. We have
Mhm.
yet to get him into the new agency. That's going to happen Monday. But he told me tonight. He said, "I can't live by myself. I think I'm going to have to be in an assisted living." That's going to be a whole nother challenge because now I'm activated. Now I may have to come up to this mark. All right. But I want to say this. On Christmas Day, I had gone to the South Side, and my brother was giving me a ride back up north. And we're rounding Lakeshore Drive, and we're getting to the area where his tent used to be, past tense. And I don't know why, but there was a feeling, this anxiety that was rising in me.
Mhm.
And the thing was that in my mind's eye, that portion of the park, there should be nothing there because he's now okay. He's he's within 4 walls. And I could not get out of my brother's car fast enough because hold on. Shit. Okay. As we turned the corner, his tent was gone, but 3 more were there.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what are we doing? And it was cold. What is we doing? So at this point, I still feel emotional, and I hate that because I should not have to be carrying this. So there is a ward meeting with the aldermen. And if you all see me on the news, please remember I did it from my heart, you know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna need some answers. I'm gonna need some answers. Today I came home and there was a letter underneath my door, and they raising my rent starting in June. And it's because
Oh my
of
goodness.
the property taxes and all this. And I cannot blame my landlord. You know what I'm saying? He can't do that. I'm gonna say, okay, but here it is. I will pay it. But where the fuck is this money going? Why do we have these people out here sleeping in shelters that are made out of fabrics when we have in an abandoned school that's got heating, that's got showers? That's why please talk to me like I have a mental deficit and explain to me why these people are out there.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a bad day. It's going to be a very bad day when one of these elected officials that I voted for, when they want to talk to me like I'm stupid. Oh, it's going to be a very bad day.
Is that lady gone? Is that lady gone? Because I know that they were having hell with her. One lady tried to fight her. Is she gone? The short haired lady.
I don't know who you're talking about.
It was the mayor of Chicago, the one who it was a couple of years ago, which they got her for what's her name?
Lori Lightfoot. Yep. And now we got Brandon Johnson, and he ain't about shit.
Okay.
Now wait a minute. Let me take that back. He fought back ICE. However, this city is in a deficit. And this bastard spent $81,000 for the office of the first lady, for the first lady of the mayor, first lady.
What?
$81,000. And when he was confronted with that, this bastard had the nerve to say, well, that wouldn't have changed anything. Do you know what $81,000 would have done to one of these agencies?
Yes, indeed.
You know, so yeah. But before Miss Autumn, I live in reality. And I'm not going to get on this internet, and I am not going to insult anybody's intelligence. Okay, but I want to just share this with you. And again, I live in reality too. Scarcity mindset. That is a learned story. Scarcity mindset is a learned story. But I need you to understand, Miss Autumn. Scarcity mindset is a learned story, but that is not your truth. That is not your truth. Autumn, repeat after me. Take a breath and get centered, babies. Get in your body. You can either keep your eyes closed or open, but I want you to repeat after me, and I want you to feel the words go into your body. All right? You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. I release the belief that there isn't enough. The belief that there isn't enough. Here we go. Life meets me with more than I need right on time. Life meets me with more than I need right on time.
Right in time.
I am supported. I am resourced. And I'm aligned with abundance in real practical ways. I am aligned with abundance in real and practical ways. Miss Autumn, that gas and that light bill are going to be taken care of because you said so. We good?
We good, baby. We good.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, you stay warm, baby, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
Yeah, I
All
love
right,
you.
Mr. Stevens.
Hello, happy birthday.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Let's clear here. First on the docket, Mr. Stevens.
Yes, ma'am.
No shade.
What's going on?
I can't stand Brandy.
Oh,
I can't stand Brandy. I can't stand Brandy.
she's an Aquarius like you.
Don't care, but I can sing and she cannot. So, okay. Do not like the Brandy. Nay, nay.
Mm.
Nay, nay. You know,
No, because
go ahead.
when I heard almost doesn't count, that makes me think of you a little bit. When everybody knows almost doesn't count. It
don't.
sounds like something. It
It
sounds like something you.
don't count. It is not. Almost doesn't count. And she sang it flat, not as flat as Mary J. Blige, but she sang it flat. And I believe that she had to do a ritual where she had to unalive somebody with that car in order to get what she got right there. Because I'm telling you right now, how she sang next to Whitney Houston is still beyond me. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna let it be.
Oh,
What we're gonna do is we're not going to bring Brandy up.
okay.
We're not gonna bring no. Shaka, Patty, Anita, Phyllis, Sade, Gladys,
Uh-huh.
Tamia, Luther,
Hmm.
Peebo Bryson, Michael McDonald, Aretha, Whitney. But unless Brandy is dropping off room service, that's as close as she's going to get to that epsilon.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just that I'm kind of glad you went live because I found myself getting a little bit depressed about all that's going on because I usually shy away from the news because as a Pisces, I soak up stuff. I used to work for the police station, and let me tell you, the summer after I ended that job, I saw the world a whole lot darker. You do not want to feel the. So that's why I don't watch the news. But it's just like, we should not be surprised that Don Lemon was arrested because Trump said that he was going to do that.
And then Don himself said, "Oh yeah, they're not done. They're not done." Don himself said that. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. But wait a minute. On the day of my birth, Don Lemon gets arrested and released without bail. There wasn't a judge anywhere that in good consciousness could say, yeah, we hold water. No. Go on, Don. Okay. So that was a bunch of bullshit. Catherine O'Hara joins the ancestors. A woman that devoted her life to making people laugh and making people forget about their troubles. She's like, I tap out. We still have protests in everywhere there was protest. We had an economic blackout. And then to top this all off, the motherfucking Epstein files came down.
Woo.
Elon Musk, people of this cabinet, and Pumpkin Spice all up in there, and they not looking good. And that's when I ended the live. So what are you going to do with this moment? You know? I recently had gotten on TikTok, and so in a short amount of time, I got on some people's lives and I said what the fuck I had to say and all that stuff. So there were two creators like, oh, we're gonna do this. Can you come on? I'm like, I gotta work today, but keep me posted. Put me in, coach. Maybe I was gathering these people. I was gathering these people. And what amazed me was the amount of Black and brown people, Black and brown, that were okay with what was going down.
Yeah.
That was and this one woman, she goes, I don't know why it's happening in Minnesota. Why is it happening in Minneapolis and stuff like that? And I was like, and you know what? I'm sure those fine white folks, they were wondering why there was protesting in Selma. Because there's got to be a point where that pressure hits. And because you don't like Mexicans, because you feel that you've done enough, that's not going. You can feel what you want to feel, but at the end of the day, shit is going to go down, and you don't have to like it, but you're going to be a byproduct. You're going to be a recipient of that byproduct. You choose to sit it out, that's fine. That's fine. But it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be what it's going to be.
Wow. But I have one question for you. How do you not get depressed through all this? Because
Michael, how do you not listen? Michael, I said for 2 days I stayed away because it was fucking with me.
Oh yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that.
Thing, what? Right? Wait a minute. Because wait a minute. So I'll pull those 5 cards, and like all I gotta do, because I'm on camera, I gotta get the collective. I gotta get the collective. The shit is on the spot.
Yeah.
And then I gotta do the air signs, the water signs, the earth signs, and then the fire signs. When the noise outside gets too much, and I know that I'm not here to absorb, I'm here to observe. But I'm human. And it wasn't wasted on me that Black and brown people, and it hurts my heart to say this, Black and brown people, we're used to having our lives being disposable.
Yeah.
We're used to seeing brown babies in cages for the sake of just putting them there, as opposed to dropping them off with the whole family. We're used to hearing, a young man, because he had a bag of Skittles and a hoodie, somebody decided to kill him. We're used to doing that. But now we have a white woman, a mother. She left a son. His name is Emerson. Emerson doesn't have a mother anymore. And when he grows up, he's going to know that the last thing his mother may have heard as life was leaving her body was the person that pulled the trigger 3 times calling her a fucking bitch.
Oh, Lord.
Then we have a VA nurse who dedicated his life for the comfort and the healing of people that gave service to this country. And these 2 social misfits, these 2 failed abortions, pumped 10 bullets in him. Now, you hear me say that, Michael. You hear me articulate that. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? And then I've got to go out here, and both of my jobs are jobs that I've got to interface with the public. And neither of those places, they need to hear what's the inner dialogue. So it's there with me. I mean, and I'll pull, I'll pull a card, and I've got to decipher, or I've got to make room in my bandwidth so that I can let spirit come through and give me what this message was for. What was my question for this card? And nothing is coming through. And the more I try, the more nothing is coming through. And then what happens? So I already got that trauma of seeing these people unalived and seeing the dynamics of how a system that is built on inclusion, I can see it in real time turning inward. Because at one time it was you and me. We was on the receiving end of that. Now they're going for their own. And when they're done with their own, guess who they're coming back for?
I know. Yeah.
And listen, my book has the planets. I can decide that because somebody already did the hard work for me. I just got to find out like what attribute is coming. That's easy. But the inspiration, the inspired shit, I was getting no messages. I was getting no messages. And for 2 days, and 2 days, this channel is, I do everything I can to keep this channel going. I'm on other platforms to see if I can cross promote or what have you. And I don't take it lightly. And I don't take the fact that you and Autumn and Sherry, I don't take the core people that are here. I don't take those for granted either. But for 2 days, I couldn't show up. And it was just like, you know what? I've got to honor that. It's just going to be what the fuck it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't push through, Today I woke up and the first thing that hit me was that there are people that did not wake up today, but I did. But I did. And I've got a laundry list of things to do. I'm going to do one thing at a time, but the one thing that I'm definitely going to do is I got to come back. I got to and I got to give space. If anybody wanted to come up on here on this platform, anybody wanted to talk about shit, get it out now. Because if I was feeling it, I know for sure people were feeling it.
Yeah.
And so, and so I did. And, is it the readings that I started off? No, it's not the readings, but it's the best that I can give you at this point. And I can turn off this camera and I can say, I did the best I could. And I'm okay with that. But as far as you started with is that, working with the police officers, on one of these TikTok lives, it's like, what does police reform look like? And to me, it's got to be a 6-month rotation. You cannot have these men and women out there longer than 6 months without a moment to decompress or without a moment to get whatever comes out. These people, the moment they step out of their car, out of their house with their uniform, they got a target on their back. And to the people that love them, they don't know if they're going to come back, if they're going to come back home or not. And to Sherry, here it is. We find meaning in the symbols wherever we want to. But again, at the end of this, at the end of The Handmaid's Tale, Gillian went down. And I'm going to tell you this, in 2016, when Bernie was slated to beat Trump, but the DNC said, not you, Bernie, we're going to put in Hillary Clinton. I didn't want to vote for Hillary Clinton, but I had a choice. There were 2 choices. I could vote for the woman that was in that White House while her husband was getting his dick sucked by one of the interns, then turned around, came back as a senator, and then came back as Secretary of State. Or I can vote for this orange buffoon and said you could grab a woman by her genitals because she'll let you. So to me, and wait a minute, and I kept hearing, oh, I don't like either one. You're not going to meet either one. You're never going to have Starbucks with either one. But this is what you got. And then there were people like, oh, well, I didn't like either one, so I didn't vote. I knew then that we were going to be in this for the long ride. And the thing is, though, and if that apathy if people had that much fucking apathy to where they couldn't exercise their God-given right as an American to be a part of this system, I'm telling you right now, and this hurts my heart to say it, America gets what the fuck it deserves, and this is what we deserve. And this is what we deserve. And until, wait a minute, and I'll tell you this right now, we're at a moment, we're at a precipice. There's a lot of shit that we got to get done. There's a lot of shit that we got to get done. Until the moment, I'm going to tell you right now, until the moment this nation doesn't recognize what it did to Black and Indigenous people in its formation, we're going to be back here again.
Yeah.
What did Celie say? Until you do right by me, everything you think about will fail. We're living in a color purple moment right now.
Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't mean to bring all that out, but yeah.
I mean, baby, we don't talk small here. We don't talk.
Okay.
I'll fuck with you with the brandy shit, but no. You're gonna walk away with something to think about, and I don't want you to feel. Wait a minute. Here it is. You asked me. You pointed something like, what if the truth scares you? A lie that makes you feel better should scare you a whole lot more.
Yeah. You're right.
So there you go.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you have a happy birthday, and I hope that you have many more. And good night.
Good night, baby. Thank you for always stop popping up. Thank you, love.
Right.
All right, you all. Unless anybody else wants to come through, that's it. That's all. Y'all, thank you so much for sharing my birthday with me. Thank you for holding space with me. Thank you. Thank you to my mods. Oh, excuse me. The lady Sarah came in. I saw you, baby. I saw you. And thank you for the birthday wish, baby. Stand there with my coach. Yeah. I can feel that, baby. I feel that. Here we go. What is this? Everyone do some research to find out when voting in your state is. I know that seems to be. Yeah, because they want that, Sarah. They want that. All right, y'all. Good night, Yvette. Good night, Miss Sherry Allen. Good night, Alicia. Thank you for stopping. And happy birthday, my love. Kiki, good night. Happy belated birthday, my baby. Happy belated birthday. Miss Dana Kimbrough, thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Mr. Stevens. Thank you so much for letting me bend your ear. And please, we're not going to do brandy no more. Wait a minute. You saw what they said. Hold on. Wait. Where is it? Hold on. Right there. They booed her off the stage. Boo! You suck. Boo! Get away! Get off the stage, Moesha. Boo! I like the Parkers better. That was my show. All right, y'all. I love you all. Thank you so much. Stay in alignment. Remember, this is our moment to make that change. This is our moment. Okay. Oh, Miss Martha was here. I think she's gone too. All right, y'all. Good night, babies. Oh, wait a minute. We got either a new moon or full moon in Leo tomorrow. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. All right. Y'all stay blessed. Bye, babies.